So football teams suffer and football teams celebrate and football teams must also endure. Sometimes the mystery of football is not a problem to solve, it is a reality to experience, and especially if it is a clash for the Titans. Saran Singh was part of some big game as a player, but he is now at a role that demands dominance, and 3 points will help his team take an unassailable lead. And Santosh's performance have had an edge this season. When he runs at defenders, fear spreads, a psychological factor that he will want to exploit. Lal Sangswala has never tested the rush of a Northeast derby as a head coach, and how he would like to get only their second win of the tournament against their bitterest enemies. Manipur and Mizoram then first versus second, and Saran Singh must be rearing to go, separated by just 3 points at this point of the tournament. It would be an unthinkable for Saran Singh as well when they started out, but they found pace, they found fervour, undefeated in their last 7 matches. It's not a one-sided streak though. Mizoram with 5 wins out of 8, a run which has given rise to a dream that needs to be realized, almost as if it was now or never. Such is the impatience for success, and why not? They've had to wait. For Manipur, they have championship pedigree. Their demand is to stay in the discussion for the final for as long as possible. Their demand is to respond to the criticism, to respond to the naysayers, and the best way to do that is on the football pitch. And these are the officials for this needle encounter. The man in the middle, Jahrul Islam, will be supported by Habibullah Firdaus and Asraful Islam. The fourth official for today's game is Ajay Krishnan. And now the two skippers will join for the toss. Singam Subhash will continue to lead the line for Manipur. His experience will be key in winning points. He's been in situations like this multiple times in his career, which is beyond count. As soon as the whistle blows for kickoff, those two on your screen will be battling out against each other and fighting for the every ball. So Manipur and Mizoram coming up very soon. A lot to look forward to. So many fine strikers, so many fine wingers on display this morning. Lots of old friendships, which has at least for these 90 minutes will turn into rivalry. Support for both the teams in the stands. There's gonna be a cracker of an encounter. The biggest game of the Northeast, Manipur taking on Mizoram. A battle between the first and the second in Group B. It's a perfect setting. Match number 22 of the Santosh Trophy coming up your way only on FIFA Plus and also on the YouTube channel of Arunachal Pradesh Football Association. So the anthems are on in the stands, and ever-ready faces wait on the sidelines, and everyone wants to be part of this occasion. The young, the known, the experienced, the exuberant, and also the unknown, and those who have never experienced the pressure of a derby match. Before kickoff, you are allowed time to feel after the first whistle, and especially for both the head coaches, it will be important to shrug away the sentimentality. So contrasting styles with similar aims and contrasting forms with similar expectations and contrasting season with always part with similar hopes. One common needle that with the entirely divergent threads, but this is the Northeast Derby. This is where the lines blur. This is where the paper phrase, heroes are made, villains are made. And as national coach for a brief period in 1990, Anjan Chaudhary, he will be remembered for his hugely controversial decision to drop Krishan Uday from the squad for the SAF games in Pakistan, where he made a major contribution to Indian football, which is rarely spoken about. As head coach of SAI, he was instrumental in raising a team that made the national realize the true talent and potential of footballers from the northeast region, which remained mostly untapped till then. Thanjam Saran Singh, his first taste of a northeast derby as a head coach. On the flip side, Lal Singh Zwala, he was previously with Aizawl FC. Already aware of that setup. A couple of times during his stay, Aizawl FC did take on Neroka FC from Manipur. He's aware of the rush of adrenaline in a game of this stature. Okay, here is Rin Zwala, Laurin Chana, the skipper of Mizoram. Those two just forming a formidable partnership in the centre back. That's slightly clumsy. Singham Subhash trying to peel away from his marker, committing a foul on Rinzwala. Tuang Lian, of course, starting at left back. The youngster is going to have a huge role to play here. A lot of discussion whether he's going to be able to make a start in such a big game. Got to justify his inclusion into the side. And battle for the ball. And Mizoram have a free kick. Now this was the incident. Ragui committing a foul. Two new fullbacks on both ends. Ragui as well getting a first start of this competition. Oh, that's slightly risky. Singham Subhash is asking for a corner. Got to be careful. Ralmonoma gets shot in the foot. A very clever touch from Singham Subhash. Whoever to say footballers are coming in huge numbers from these two states isn't very accurate. It is a generalization often made without deep knowledge of football in the region. In reality, a big bunch of talented footballers, mainly coming from the two states, Manipur and Mizoram. The other states in the region can hardly match their efforts. If you look at the current list of the Indian Super League, would reveal the exact inclination. Now Singham Subhash is on his bike down the left. He's got Lalun Moya for company. Singham Subhash keeps going, creates yard for the cross, and it comes. Just sent out by Tuang Liana. His first contribution in the game. Clearing Singham Subhash's cross. We'll have to do more of that over the course of these 90 minutes. Slightly heavy touch from John Tia. Shankar. Kabiraj. Rojan Mitei. Zivakui. Manipur so patient on the ball. There's that lump for Sanathoi. Far ahead of the number 6. Who's currently second in the top goal scorers list in this edition of the Santosh Trophy with 7 goals. Ahead of him is of course Samin Murmu and Deepu Mirdha of Assam. Just asking for the number 12 to get onto the ball. Sarananda. Sanathoi goes outside. The cross, it doesn't reach a red shirt. Lalman Oma gathers it up. And out of the 270 registered Indian footballers in the Indian Super League, 100 of them are from the northeastern states. The majority of these players come from Manipur and Mizoram, while Manipur have contributed 46 players in the Indian Super League and Mizoram have 30. The two states also constitute among 25% of the total Indian players. It is an impressive figure. But in addition to the 100 of their players playing in the Indian Super League, the Northeast states have 3 teams, Aizawl FC, Neroka and Trau, playing in the I-League. Some of the Manipur footballers have made a real impact in this season's Indian Super League. Not to forget the likes of Bipin Singh, and of course Len Dungal of Jamshedpur. Chinlan Sara had a glorious season with Hyderabad in the past, lifting the title, and Suresh Singh Wongjam of Bengaluru FC. Ryan Zora Chante from Mizoram has been the poster boy of Indian football at present. The second most decorated footballer after the Indian skipper Sunil Chhetri. And Apuya in the middle of the park. His contribution has been immense to the success of the national team. Just as a certain composure to the ball, technically equipped to play all range of passes, continues to exploit the spaces behind the defenders, can play all range of passes across the field. Meanwhile, Singham Subhash, more of a direct player, combining with Sanathoi, who's got Subhash inside the box for support. Makes available for the pass, deflected away. It's still alive for Manipur! And they draw the first blood! Shankar on the score sheet, and Manipur, they take the lead. The fans are jubilant. Those two combined inside the box. Sanathoi to Singham Subhash. A chip into the danger zone. Lavin Chana's header, not getting a lot of distance on the clearance, falls into the feet of Shankar, who bulges it into the roof of the net. A dream start for Manipur. And here it is. Those two combine, making himself available for the pass, the clearance straight to Shankar, who was lurking inside the box. And when that chance came up, he's accepted it with both hands. That strike will give the youngster a lot of confidence. What a strike. Just setting the tempo of this game, setting the pace. Kabiraj with a mistake, and almost Duangtia had a chance at the other end. Wrong footing, Rojan Mitei. Beautifully crafted. That chance by the number 10. Should have scored. The goal was there for the taking for Mizoram almost immediately from the next move. Already promising to be an enticing affair. MC Malsom Zola takes a tumble inside the box. The referee gives away a free kick against MC Malsom Zola. There's that step over for Rojan Mitei standing his ground. The experienced centre back just not pressing the panic button, keeps his composure. Saw MC Zola twisting and turning, just waited for his moment to go in for the standing tackle. A good piece of defending from Rojan Mitei, and that's what experience does. Within the first 10 minutes, lot of action, a goal at one end, and almost immediately Mizoram having a chance to come back into the game via their number 10, Duangtia, who is on a couple of goals in this tournament. The first of them came against Karnataka in a 2-all draw. In their last encounter, Mizoram overwhelmed Delhi by 5 goals to 1, a brace from MC Zwala and Langte, and Duang Tia scoring the 5th one. Those three are on the pitch. Lots of goal scoring options up top for Mizoram. A fight back here on is most likely, and this man, Laltan Kima, master of assists, finds that one of the number 10 into a pocket of space, shots on distance is just off target. Malsam Tulunga with the attempt, the cut back from Laltan Kima, lost control of the ball to Angtia, and Tulunga's attempt from the edge of the area, just not on target. Could have been a quick fire double for Mizoram. Back-to-back openings. Manipur just taking their foot off the pedal. Slightly edgy, slightly nervy at the back. Rojan will have to step up. He needs to guide the young centre backs alongside him. And that was a foul on Laltan Kima. He likes to orchestrate play from the right wing. Just dropping deep, Malsam Zwala, and now spread out wide for the number 7. He's been in tremendous form in this tournament. First time ball in. A clearance from Avinash. The attack is still on though. This time the call is for the goalkeeper, who leaves it away for a goal kick. In some quarters, a feeling can't be ignored that though Indian football has witnessed a steady stream of good players from the northeast, many of them have failed as well to attain the next level despite early promises. The top coach of the country, who doesn't want to be named, said that this is absolutely no doubt the states like Manipur and Mizoram are India's talent hubs. They have left the football playing nations like Bengal, Goa, Punjab or Kerala far behind. But at the same time they have lagged behind in producing true impact footballers, bearing Baichung Bhutia, Venerdy Singh, Jaichilal Peklua or Udanta. This is a particular tournament to unearth new talent. Laltan Kima was also impressive for Aizawl FC last season in the I-League. Just gets more freedom playing under Stanley Rosario. Very equipped with his playing style. Managing to adjust very quickly to the style of Laltan Zwala for the state team. And that's the challenge as a professional footballer. You're always put into that spotlight. You've got to climatize with the conditions and the playing style of the coach to ensure you keep your place in the starting 11. And Ladem Thanga so far have done exceedingly well to prove his worth into this team. The Mizoram bench slightly stunned by the early reversal. Still plenty of chance to bounce back. Lot of time left, just the first quarter. Malsam Zwala, Sanatoi helping out Avinash, putting in a lot of effort in defense as well. A very busy player. We'll see him contribute in both ends, providing a defensive cushion and offering attacking threat as well. Here is Langte Zwala, quickly challenged by Raghui, and Mizoram will have a corner. A win here will take Manipur to 10 points with a game remaining. They take on Delhi next on 2nd of March, 2:30 p.m. And Mizoram will be up against Railways. A win here will confirm Manipur their qualification to the qualifiers. Mizoram will have to wait in case they lose this one. But we've seen Mizoram fight back from being a goal down in the past. Thought about a shot first time, then leaving it for Tulunga. Still Zwala, he's still interested, gets into the 6-yard box. Narrow angle, draws a save. A corner for Mizoram. Breathtaking stuff. Malsam Tulunga's attempt gathered inside the penalty area by MC Zwala. He's just managing to draw a save out of the goalkeeper. Malsam Tulunga looking very lively this morning, so as Malsam Zwala and Laltakima. Ball comes in, that's a clear header from Langte. Just wasn't on target. Mizoram will have another go at it, this time measured towards Laurin Chana. Rojan Mitei very aware of his surroundings. Mizoram's throw-in, a wayward clearance, falls to a white shirt. The first touch just slightly impoverished from Duang Tia. A challenge from behind on Kabiraj, that's a free kick for Manipur. Mizoram, of course, champions of the 2014 Santosh Trophy. They defeat Railways 3-0 at the Kanchenjunga Stadium in Siliguri. It was a massive day for Mizoram football, a shot in the arm rather. Ever since that Santosh Trophy victory, we saw the emergence of football in that state. And that victory was followed up by Aizawl FC's I-League win in 2016 under Khalid Jamil. Ever since then, they've never looked back. Their dominance even at the school levels, in the Reliance Foundation Youth Sports. And Douglas Memorial also winning the Subroto Cup at the age group level. And Manipur, of course, it's been a long wait for them. Winning the Santosh Trophy way back in 2002. And here they come. Raghui, give and go into a crossing position. And the cross just slightly overhit by the right full back. But these fans will continue to cheer their team. Had 3 red shirts waiting inside the box. Singham Subhash was one of them, the skipper. A long goal kick, flick on, looking for Duang Tia, who's known for making those threatening runs inside the box from behind. A sudden acceleration, one of his expertise. A slight in frame, but tremendous pace with the ball at his feet. Can take on defenders for fun. Here is Malsam Zwala in a slightly withdrawn role this morning. Almost like a false number 9. Falling back in midfield, allowing Duang Tia to make that entry inside the penalty area. He's got the ability to hold the ball up. And center forward. Here's Laltan Kima, the ball just escaping him. And the bounce off the turf, just spin backwards. It was onto his path, then the ball just spinning back. Here's one of the challenge of playing in AstroTurf. You've got to be aware of the spin and the bounce. Now spreading it for Langte. He's up against Raghui. Support arriving from Luang Liana. Not on the same wavelength, those two. Not just at the state level, but the clubs from the northeast also doing quite well at the national stage. We've just spoken about Aizawl FC's high league winning run in Neroka on the flip side from Manipur back in 2017-18. They finished as the runners-up. Till date is the only team from the region to make the final of the prestigious Durand Cup. Another top club from the region, Shillong Lajong, made huge impact in the I-League, though they could never match the success of Aizawl FC or Neroka, the side from Meghalaya. Here's the goal scorer, Shankar. Down the channel. Emerson has got Subhash close to him. He kicks out that pass inside the box. Sadananda goes to the ground and immediately looks at the referee. An attack too long for Raghui. And Mizoram will stream out Duang Tia. Lalbiak Thanga, Malsom Tulunga, Luang Liana. Looking slightly composed, getting a first start in such a massive game. Both of Raghui and Luang Liana looked decent so far. Just trying to find their feet in this game, and now making good ground is Mizoram, Duang Tia. Lalbiak Thanga with that chip into no man's land. And the number 6 who plays as a defensive midfielder, always likes to stay closer to the back four, providing them that cushion and numerical supremacy. And Duang Tia and Langte, they've got the freedom to attack, go up top. You'll see Lalbiak Thanga joined by Malsom Tulunga during the defensive transition. They're having 6 players inside their own half. When they look to defend, even while going forward, Malsom Tulunga, he comes out of his zone and supports Duang Tia, Langte, Laltan Kima. And that switch and swap between Malsom Zuala and Duang Tia is something to watch for. The Manipur defense got to be very aware of those two. And they can change the color and complexion of the game in the blink of an eye. Another shot from the loose ball. And just getting on to the second ball pretty quickly, the men in red inside the final third. And that goal scored by Shankar was more of capitalizing on the loose ball. Emerson as well, almost doing the same, but the shot was way off the mark. Mizoram with the 4-1-4-1 formation, just having the right balance in attack and in defense. Saran Singh continues with his 4-4-2. Sundam Subhash with the license to play behind Sadananda, drift out wide. And we saw Subhash more threatening when he operates from the left, playing as a number 9 in this game, operating more central. even though he primarily started his career as a number 9 in Air India under Bimal Ghosh, was latter used on the wings during his tenure at Mumbai City FC in the Indian Super League. Since then, he's made his name, he's made that position his own. Here's Tulanga, passes available for Duang Tia. Couldn't quite control it, the number 10, who is already making a lot of issues for the Manipur defense. A very tricky customer. Masum Zola. Tulanga. That's slightly sloppy. The Manipur can emerge with the ball. Clearing away at the other end. Sadananda. He's got Subhash ahead of him. And Emerson to his left. The give and go. Chance for a shot, takes it. Blocked off. And yet again the Reds getting onto the second ball. Sanatoi. Out wide for Gangbam. In it comes towards the far side. Chance for Emerson onto his weak side. He lays it off behind. The shot comes in. Another block. That's a great ball out wide for Laltham Kima. Mausam Zola racing through the centre. Duang Tia through the inner channel. Laltham Kima taking his time. Looking to take on Rojin Mitei. It's not going to be so easy. Just remains sturdy over there. Rojin Mitei not committing early, creating enough of a shield on the ball, using his years of experience and managing to shield off Laltham Kima. Stupendous stuff from the senior man who scored the equalizer for Manipur against Maharashtra on 24th Feb. Manipur winning that game 2-1. That could well be referred as the turning point of their campaign in the final rounds of the Santosh Trophy. This game so far has been highly entertaining. You simply cannot take your eyes off it. There is a senior man, Singam Subhash, yet to get onto the score sheet in this tournament. A chance for him to change that. He's done it in the big stage in the past. A lot of reliance from Sanan Singh onto his former teammate. Laltham Kima with the most number of assists in this tournament, along with Rahul Ramkrishnan of services. Mizoram trying to slow down the tempo. Just exchange the balls among themselves and get the confidence back. Just to wait and watch, taking their time. We'll look to find the gaps in the Manipur defense to make a dent. Just clashes onto his own teammate. Zwala getting into the way. Siddharth Rana. Lalurin Chana. Lalun Moya. He's struggling to play their way out. Goes over the top and lands precisely in front of Laltham Kima. And he's got Kabiraj for company. Masum Tulanga will have to keep coming back. Just that space denied in the final third. And nicely done there by Lalman Oma. Even though slightly risky, the goalkeeper just high in confidence. Zwala finding the gap up top. Duang Tia into a battle with Raghui, but Duang Tia manhandles Manipur's number 16. Just holding him off. Half an hour play on here at the Golden Jubilee Stadium. It's Manipur leading Mizoram by a goal to nil. And that strike coming early from Shankar. And these are the Mizo fans in full volume. A lot of support for Manipur as well. This derby so far has lived up to its billing. Half an hour just flown past us. What a big moment for young Shankar. Scoring a goal in the Northeast derby will do his confidence a world of good for the remaining part of the tournament. Manipur are surely to play in the quarterfinals. The way things stands at the moment, 3 points of gap between them, and Mizoram, Delhi and Railways all on 4 points. And Manipur currently on the driver's seat. They've played exceptional football in this tournament. Mizoram as well. Especially the last game against Delhi. They've shown their full potential. And Lalsan Zuala's boys just managing to play the brand of football they would have liked. And apart from the opening 10 minutes, the midfield yet to get into the groove. They got to impose themselves. Most of the attacks have come down the channels via Laltan Ekima and Duangtia. Langti as well, with a couple of mazy runs forward. But Raghui and Kabiraj holding their ground pretty well. They've not foiled under the pressure. Here is Kabiraj with another vital interception. Just trying to invite Mizoram for the press. Sarathoi finds Sadananda. On to Singham Subhash. Asking for Sadananda to get into the box. Subhash comes inside and takes the shot with his weak left foot. Now that's a great fake from the senior man. Showed him on the outside. Comes inside. Nicely done. He's got a lot of pace and trickery on his gameplay. Can pull out tricks after tricks off his bag. And this is how Manipur, they took the lead. Sanathoi's layoff for Subhash. His attempt was blocked off, and quickly latching onto the rebound was Shankar. And Alvin Chana almost setting him up. Just putting it onto his path and not getting enough distance on the header. As Santosh says thank you very much and bulges the roof of the net. Gang bomb. Sanathoi, Subhash for company, asking for it. Subhash, Sanathoi goes on the outside between the legs of the goalkeeper. Manipur double their lead. Sanathoi with his 8th goal of this tournament. A champagne football from Manipur. Stamping his authority in the game. And the youngster continues to impress in the Santosh Trophy. Oh, what a platform for him to mature into a proper player. Look at that finish. Lauri Chana takes him on the outside and between the legs of Lal Monoma. Even though he had the option of picking out Singam Subhash, who was waiting in the middle, who was well within his rights to go for goal. And Sanatoi Mithai has made that half chance count. The angle was acute. Even from the most narrowest of openings, he can score some incredible goals. And that has been the hallmark of this man's gameplay. A stroke of genius from Sanatoi. The goal just needing some treatment. Manipur look very organized and settled in defense. Hasn't put a foot wrong yet. The likes of Abhinash and Rojan. Just in one instance when Duang Tia made that entry and got the better of Rojan, but his attempt wasn't on target. And these fans will be extremely happy. A mountain to climb here for Mizoram. They took a 2-0 lead against Karnataka. Saw that lead getting wiped out in the second half. Karnataka bouncing back by scoring a couple of goals within a span of 6 minutes. This has been the issue for Mizoram in this tournament. Just not managing to hold on to the leads. The defense have been porous, leaving gaps, allowing the opposition to punish them. Look at Manipur at the opposite end of that spectrum, where you have an experienced head in defense, the likes of Rojan. It provides more composure, more stability. Constantly talking to his teammates. Rojan leading by example in this tournament. Even though a lot of questions being asked about his age, just proving the number 5 that age is just a number. Just getting better and better as the tournament progresses. Thankima for Duang Tia, not allowed to turn. And that will go down as a free kick. A chance now for Mizoram to reduce the margin as they prepare a change. Laurem Ruata will come on for Lalbiak Thanga. Just a striker brought on by Lalsing Zwala. We'll see Malsam Chulunga now drop into that hole. Malsam Zwala will operate slightly from behind, and Laurem Ruata will be the target man. That space vacated by Lalbiak Thanga will be occupied by the number 23. In the middle of the pitch is MC Zwala with the take. Disappointing attempt, blasting it over the top. He is capable of scoring goals from set pieces. We saw that in the I-League with Aizawl FC. Gangbom. Avinash plays it across for Rojan into the feet of Emerson. It was a big call from Saran Singh to start Emerson on the left wing in place of Samson, who has been the regular starter for Manipur in this tournament. Sadananda was looking for that run of Gangbom. interception from Luang Liana, and a shot from distance, nowhere near to the target. An ambitious try from Kabiraj. He's already scored in this tournament from distance against Maharashtra. And this time getting the technique completely wrong. It's really difficult to score from that kind of distance at regular intervals. Even the top players across the world will not manage to do that. An injury concern for Mizoram. Here's the newcomer, Lal Rem Ruata, receiving treatment. This was the moment, and this is how Manipur opened their account in this game. Shankar with his first goal of the tournament, and that was extended by Sanatosh scoring the insurance goal. Just squeezing it between the legs of Lalman Oma. And Manipur sitting pretty. 2 goals lead. With about just less than 4 minutes of regulation time remaining in the first half. Mizoram still fighting. Trying to reduce the margin. And that will bring them back into the match with the entire second half yet to be played. We'll have to find the pathway to get into the final third. Need to convert chances. That has been an issue for them in this tournament. We saw that against big teams like Maharashtra and Karnataka, just not managing to get that decisive goal. That will eventually lock the fate of the match, except that game against Delhi, where they were free scoring. Delhi, of course, not as strong as Manipur. They need something special to breach this Manipur defense. Through the gap, Singam Subhash just beating the offside trap, applying pressure on Rinzwala. There it is, very cleverly beating the offside trap. The extended left foot making a contact with Mizoram's right back. Here is Laurin Chana. Suang Liana. Malsam Tulunga. And Albiak Thanga has just left the pitch, replaced by Lalrem Ruata. Will be good to see his positioning and how he operates, slightly in a deep role. Lalthan Kima. That's too high for Rinzwala. I haven't seen much of Lalthan Kima though, apart from the opening 15 minutes. And Manipur just managing to cut off his threat. And that's the only way to keep MC Malsam limited to chances. Just cut away the ball supplies from the wings and down the center. Duang Thia, Malsam almost opened up the Manipur defense. Still managing to maintain their shape, standing tall. Duang Thia once more. Malsam shifting it out wide on the far right, kept in play by Lalthan Kima. Away from one. Now the fullback Rinzwala with the cross. Rojan's header. Malsam Tulunga onto the second ball. Additional time of 4 minutes. Sustained pressure from Mizoram. looking to reduce the margin. Langte in a foot race with Ragui, and eventually the number 16 comes out on top. Sanathoi, the scorer of the second goal, currently joint top goal scorer with Samir Murmu of services. Both of Samir Murmu and Bikash Thapa scoring 12 goals for services. On the flip side, Deepu Midha of Assam, he's on 9 goals. Currently on top of the pile. Singam Subhash receiving the pass. And that's just slightly wayward from the senior man.
4 minutes of added time.
And his presence inside the box just creating a bit of pressure on Lalun Chana and Lalun Moya. They've been a constant thorn in the flesh with his presence. Singam Subhash just guiding the youngsters. Sanathoi keeps going. Sadananda, chance for a cross, closed down quickly by Luangliana. Goal kick for Mizoram. This was the challenge, perfectly timed. Gangbum looking to build another move down the middle. Sadananda takes a swipe at goal and deflected out for another corner. Lal Singh Zwala, he needs half time. He will have to go back to the drawing board and rethink his game plan, address the loopholes, and come back stronger in the second 45. Saran Singh by now must have prepared his half-time team talk. His team ahead by 2 goals. Can they find one more and put the game to bed? His Ragui on the overlap, and his pullback easily defended. Still danger is lurking. Stolen away nicely by Sadananda. Emerson blocked by Rinzwala. Here is right full back. Closed down by Emerson. Lot of pressure being applied. Manipur looking to defend from the front. The attackers applying pressure on the Mizoram defenders, forcing them into mistake, so that when those mistakes emerge, they can capitalize and score. And Lalun Chana, for that reckless challenge, goes into the referee's book. And indicating for a change almost immediately, Sanathoi. And that can be a huge blow for Manipur. Gangbum. And in a lot of agony. And the number 8, who's also been among the goals for Manipur, converted that penalty against Karnataka in the previous game, which Manipur won by a solitary goal. He looks alright though, he wants to continue. The job is not done yet. He looks alright now. There was that initial hint of a change from Sanathoi. The Gangbum just deciding to continue. They looked pretty sharp in the final third. And now a free kick before the break. That's slightly sloppy. I can't afford to be complacent.